Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. I got another Master Duel video for you. So I'm doing some post-ban list testing, even though it's not quite time for the ban list yet, at least at the time of recording this. I actually don't remember what the date it goes into effect at the top of my head, probably when the new pack comes out. But either way, I am already starting to do some testing, and I'm starting with Spright, which, as I've touched on in previous videos, did unfortunately suffer from some of the U-Bell hits. Although, as I've also mentioned, I'm not entirely unconvinced that these aren't also secret Spright hits. I mean, Konami has been pretty evident in the past that they are willing to hit decks that aren't really a problem, but are also not getting any more support so that people can't just sit on that deck throughout multiple metagames, right? They did this with Flaunderies by limiting Impen, and they also did it with Spright again in the past by limiting Nimble Beaver when those cards were not posing serious threats in the metagame, right? So here we're down a Beckoning Beast and a Gates, but one aspect of this deck that I haven't really played yet is playing a true U-Bell Spright deck, right? Because I've played with the Beckoning Beast and the Gates and the Nightmare Throne, and even with Spirit and, you know, regular U-Bell for Phantom, but this build actually has Gruesome Gravesquirmer as well as Samsara D-Lotus, just one single copy of each, and 2 Spirits, as well as original U-Bell, of course. So we are playing a bit of an extended U-Bell package. The idea here is that sometimes we can start off our plays by just doing U-Bell stuff, and not only does that potentially bait out negates, but it also lets us very easily pivot into our Spright plays, especially if we go into like Cross Sheep, for example. So now, I will, of course, freely admit that this build is taken very much from the U-Bell Spright builds that were in the Duelist Cup Top 100. It's not a direct, you know, copy because, of course, you know, the Beckoning Beast and Gates are at 2, and they each played 3 of each. But, of course, this build is largely inspired by, I think, the one that got 69th place in particular. I added a second Spright carrot because I figured we could use some extra extension, especially with the Beckoning Beast and Spirits getting semi-limited here. But the idea is that we still have a lot of good starters here, especially by adding the Samsara D-Lotus. So the main deck is only just like one card off there. I think we're a couple of cards, really. And then the extra deck, I think, is pretty much card for card the same. I thought about playing, instead of Underworld Goddess, I thought about playing the Appaloosa instead, because I do think that there is potential for hands where you can go into Appaloosa and then still be able to make Spright plays, but at the same time, that might be kind of win more, and I can definitely see a world where it's not like the most efficient use of resources. It looks like that build, or this build rather, in that kind of a situation, would rather opt to go into the Pit Knight Airly for some extra monster negates. I will admit this is a card that I actually don't have a lot of experience playing, but I'm definitely looking to get more experience. I know it is also played a lot in the Tri-Spright build, which I would also like to try at some point this season, since that also did so well in the Duelist Cup there. But I mean, yeah, it's U-Bell stuff, it's Spright stuff, it's pretty much everything you would expect to see, again, main deck-wise, and in the extra deck, I think the same is true as well. We're on 2 Phantom, but this build only played 2 Phantom even before it got semi-limited, so it's really not directly affected by the semi as much as like a pure U-Bell deck would be. We, of course, have Mosquito, which is not only OTK potential, but also an excellent Zeus pilot. The Almirage does remain, I feel, very important to play because Gates is full Spright combo by itself, but only if you have the Almirage in the extra deck there. And again, Cross Sheep is there to help us, because I mean, really, Cross Sheep, making a Phantom of U-Bell under Cross Sheep, that by itself, bringing back, it doesn't even matter what monster in the graveyard, could let you go for, like, you know, an Elf, which could potentially lead into a Gigantic, which could lead into, you know, some kind of a Spright board there. So, yeah, very, very eager to hop in and get this one started here. I'm going to do a deck breakdown card by card. I have seen some people, and actually heard from some patrons as well, over there on Patreon, that they do like the reading card by card, so I might start bringing that back a little bit. As always, I'm always looking for more feedback in the comment section below, so don't ever be afraid to leave it there. And speaking of the Patreon, as always as ever, gotta give a huge extra special thanks to the patrons and YouTube channel members, without whom of which, you know, this channel would not be nearly as feasible to do. So really, really thank you all. Of course, we thank them all in the credits towards the end of the video anyway, but also, of course, want to thank you all here up front too. So yeah, I'm going to read this card by card, and I didn't mention this before, but we're actually going to do live gameplay this time around. which I haven't done in a while, but yeah, I figured why not. Let's go ahead and do some here. So we have 3 Effect Veiler, 1 Samsara D Lotus, 1 Gruesome Grave Squirmer, 3 Max C, 2 Dark Beckoning Beast, 2 Spright Blue, 2 Spright Jet, 1 Spright Red, 2 Spright Carrot, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 Yubel, 2 Spirit of Yubel, 1 Nibiru the Primal Being, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, 3 Nightmare Throne, 2 Opening of the Spirit Gates, 1 Nightmare Pain, 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Cross-Eyed Designator, 2 Sprite Starter, 1 Sprite Gamma Burst, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. That's our 40-card main deck. For the extra, we're on 2 Phantom of Yubel, 2 Gigantic Sprite, 1 number 2 Ninja Shadow Mosquito, 1 Downward Magician, 1 Divine Arsenal, Zeus, Sky Thunder, 1 Salmon Grey Almirage, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Cross Sheep, 2 Sprite Elf, 1 Pit Knight Airly, 1 SP Little Knight, and then finally 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Alright, let's start hopping into these games. Alright, hopping into Diamond Ranked Ladder here. Still the start of the season. It's the day that I'm recording this, but just haven't played as much MD as I usually do in the first few days. Been getting ready for a lot of Alestral stuff, like tournaments and stuff. If you're interested in Alestrals at all, by the way, link in the description to the second channel where I do regular coverage of that. So let's see what we got here. That's a pretty solid Sprite hand. Can't complain about it. Alright, we're definitely going to lead with normal summon Carrot. Alright, looks like they don't have any hand traps. It's special to Jet. Jet F, we're going to grab Starter here. And then Starter Blue, Blue for Red, and then we should just be pretty much good to go from there. I actually don't even have to summon the red right away. I could just add it and then go for Gigantic. That'll be summon 4, and then I can Gigantic, and that'll 2-lock us both, so I won't have to use red on like a nib for no reason. That seems smart. Let's do it that way. What 2 am I going to pull out of the deck? I don't really need any one in particular at this point. Let's see. Is there a reason to pull out a Beckoning Beast? Not really. I think I'd rather keep it in deck. There's not really much of a reason to pull out anything else either. It's too bad I don't really have a way to bounce the Max C back to my hand. That'd be funny. I could just get another... You know what? Let's just get another Carrot, and then we'll keep this one on board. We'll just use the other one as a material here. So I'm going to put red and Carrot specifically not in link marker zones, just to make sure we're not, like, clogging spaces up unnecessarily. I guess I could have put Carrot over here and it would have been fine. The one thing I am missing about this build a little bit is the idea... This doesn't really matter what we bring back. Of a Melfi package. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way, because I have Imperm. I'm going to make IP with these two, and then I can bring back red during my opponent's turn. And I have Veiler too, yeah, I like it this way. I would have liked to, yeah, the Melfi package would be a nice little bit to add to the end board here, but at the same time, this is also, of course, more than fine. Very average Sprite end board here, but it's still very good. Let's see what they do. Foolish Burial, I'm gonna Elf now, just to get the red on the field. And we'll see if they have a response to that. If they call by this, that's completely fine. Okay, they don't have a call by. 60-card deck. Let's see if they Foolish. It could be anything. We have Call By, right? Yeah, we have Call By and Imperm. It's a pretty good spot we're in. Not really particularly scared, even if it's like a... What would be scary things? Tear Fusers. One reason to summon red here is that actually stops, like, Mudora or Keldo, I guess, from fucking me up, but it really wouldn't be that bad anyway, even if I tried to elf for those. Shadal Beast to draw 1 card. You can absolutely do that. That is completely fine with me. Lubellion. That's not bad to call by, because it not only stops them from getting a Bestial, but at the same time, they also then won't be able to bring back Lubellion, which could set up a lot of advantage. I think I'm willing to use my call by on the Lubellion here. Okay, they don't have, like, any spell speed 2 or higher effects, it seems like. That's pretty good for me. I'm not even, like, worried about them banishing my darks. I just, again, I don't want them to, like, get advantage, like, with Rebellion. Okay, it's branded, so it's Albion here. Sending the Retribution. I think I'm still fine using the call by there. Summoning Sarnier. Targeting my Spright Blue. Yeah, I don't care about that. Are they going to try to send Branded Fusion to the yard this way? Kind of makes me wonder if I should try to SP this Sarnier here. This feels like bait at the same time. I'm not going to do anything. If they move to battle phase, I'll have to SP, which wouldn't be... I was already thinking about doing it anyway, so I would be fine with that. The question is, what am I going to make it with? Probably just Elf, right? We always make it with this, of course, and then... Yeah, I'm going to make it with Elf. I think that gives me the most amount of flexibility here. The target protection doesn't matter. Yeah, let's get rid of this Sarnier. It's banished so it doesn't send the Branded Fusion. Now they're forced to make more plays. I still have lots of disruption. Haven't used either of these yet. Normal summon Cartesia. Activate. I'm going to Valor this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Valor this. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty nice first game, I think, with Yubel Spright here. We were able to pretty effectively set up our turn 1 board. Of course, they didn't have any hand traps, which always helps, but it's always about more than just setting up the board, of course. You also have to, like, navigate it and use your disruption at good timings and try to figure out what exactly your opponent's up to based on what they're doing, what's bait and what isn't. So, yeah, it's a pretty good first game there. We'll definitely take that. I'll save the replay anyway, just in case. That would be lovely if this was also a quality game and I didn't have to do any editing between these two, but we'll see what happens. Okay, we're going second this time. Not opposed to that. Everyone likes a good comeback game, right? I think people just value seeing both going first and going second gameplay. This hand's fine. Double Valor could be enough. There's a lot of scenarios where it's enough to stop our opponent from making plays. I'm not super upset about opening Spirit as well as Samsara D-Lotus. Okay, they're setting a monster. That's pretty good for us. T-set pass? Set 2. Set 3. Okay. Set a monster and 3 say pass. Okay, let's see what we got here. Spright Jet, you say? I wondered if it was Lab. Okay, so they're going to start off with the big welcome. It's pretty not great for us. Wow, Royal Lovely. Bouncing the face down. Lovely F to pop a card in hand. Ooh, please pop my Spirit. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. Maximum C. That was definitely the set monster. I am absolutely going to call by that. Let's go. They popped the actual best card for me. Oh, I could... Well, no, because I would need Phantom, but I could, in theory, make Chaos Angel in this deck with Valor. I guess in general. Any chance to sneak in a Synchro Monster? I should have thought about it. Alright. So... Normal D-Lotus, Special Spirit... Normal D-Lotus F, Special Spirit, add Nightmare Pain. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see what they do. You can make a right 10 here as well. The possibilities are endless. Imperm. That's fine. Nah, it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, this is if I control a level or rank 2, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That's actually still not the end of the world, though, at all. What do I have in here? Okay, let's go... Yeah, I'm gonna go Cross Sheep, then Phantom, and then I think we'll just... Hang on, I still have my normal summon, right? No, I used my normal summon. Ah, that's right. Okay, so that's actually a problem that this is level or rank 2, then. Alright, I think this is still correct. We can make SP with Cross Sheep and then whatever it brings back. Alright, let's put back... Well, it would be D-Lotus, yeah. Let's put back U-Bell and Spirit for Phantom. Cross Sheep F. Another Imperm. That's fine. That's actually fine. Wait. Because now I can just make SP, banish Lovely, and then just make another Phantom anyway. Let's do it. Yeah, we're absolutely banishing this, right? Yes, we are. I was like, is there a world where we banish Big Welcome instead? But I really don't think there is. Do I even need to make Phantom here? I already have 2 Valor in hand, but this can also stop monsters that don't activate on the field. So the answer is that yes, we do. Alright, they're just going to concede here. Ooh! That was a nice game against Lab, following a nice game against Brandon. Let's see if we can keep it up. Alright, I'm loving this. I'm already loving this not having to edit a lot. That is the nice thing about dual... Although, this is like when dual lives go well. Sometimes... Or not dual lives, but live gameplay rather goes well. Hell yeah, rank up mirror. The call by pointing to the ash. That's really funny. But... Yeah, sometimes I'll record with trying to get live gameplay, and I'll sit here for like 2 hours and like not get any quality games. Because either my deck sucks or I'm not playing well, or like opponents are conceding too quickly or something. So we have an Ash Blossom here going second against a 60-card deck. Looks like it's Lab. They're going to pitch Furniture. It's Paleo Lab. Okay. Well, I'm really glad we have the Ash Blossom here. They're going to set the Big Welcome with the Stovey. Set 2 more cards. Do you have a monster to bounce with the Big Welcome? Layer of Darkness. All face-up monsters on the field become dark. Once return, if you attribute a monster you control to activate a card effect, you attribute a dark monster your opponent controls even if you do not own it, or do not control it. Special torrent tokens, as many possible. Okay. So with Big Welcome, 2 back rows, one of which is probably going to try to tribute my stuff. Okay. I'm going to lead with Opening. We have Opening, Spirit, and Starter. This is not a bad hand at all. Okay, here's Big Welcome. This is getting ashed every single time. Do they have the call by? Are they going to live up to their icon frame combo? No. Okay. Alright, so we really only have 2 face down cards to worry about. This hopefully shouldn't be too bad. Alright, give me another Opening. Now I can link this into Almirage. Then I can activate this to actually special Spirit of U-Bell, and then we're kind of like off to the races. Then we still have the Starter as well, and Gamma. We have Gammaverse in hand too. Okay. If they save the call by, that'd be wild, but it'd actually be fine here. My stuff becoming dark shouldn't matter at all. Dogmatica Punishment. That's fine. That's completely fine. Yeah, I don't care. Pop Opening. I like it to summon this, sure. That shouldn't matter. Unaffected by monster effects is worth noting, but... I always forget that about Paleos. That's why I say that, really. And then Entis to pop the opening. This is still fine. I can activate my other opening. I'll just pitch the extra starter here. Stovey gets to summon itself. That's annoying. So I'm probably not OTKing this turn, but I should be able to still get them down to, like, nothing. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, pop that. That's fine. Okay. Oh, you can only activate one opening per turn. That's right. Of course, of course, of course. How can I forget? Okay. So now we are relying pretty heavily on starter. Is there a reason to make Phantom of Yubel first? Is there a reason not to? I can't think of a good reason not to, other than if I wanted to keep the Spirit of Yubel in hand, which is actually a feasible thing to do. You know what? I'm actually going to lead with starter here, because I could still have a really solid follow-up turn if this just, like, hard counters my starter. We're going to get blue. Oh, we have all of our jet targets. It's really annoying. It's actually insanely annoying. I can get Carrot. Hang on. Blah, blah, blah. Am I going for Elf or Gigantic first? Special the Spright monster, whatever it is. Go into Elf, bring back, like, Beckoning Beast. Go into 3200 Gigantic, or go into Gigantic, summon... I think I'm going into Elf first, so... I think I want to summon Carrot off of Gigantic, so I think I'm going to get red here. Ooh, I can make Cross Sheep and then Phantom. I didn't even think about that till just now. That sounds pretty good. Let's do... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just try it. Let's try it out. You know, these are our first few games with a deck. I like... Sometimes, especially if I'm, like, new to a deck, I like just kind of experimenting a little bit with some lines, even if I don't... Oh, but I can't make Phantom! Because I'm too locked. Oh, I'm a dummy. Okay, you know what? This is fine. It's not fine, but we're just gonna battle over their Paleo. Dang, yeah, because I had to start her. I didn't even think about that. Ah, oh, some Spright player I am. You can still set Gamma Burst to try to battle over Cross Sheep. You know what? This is fine, because next turn we can activate opening, grab our other Beckoning Beast. Nothing was tributed, so this is doing nothing. Yep, okay. And then we can start our combo all over. We'll have another starter. It'll be great. We can even lead with the Phantom under the Cross Sheep if it's still in play. That was definitely a pretty, like rough misplay, but, you know, it's not, like, game-ending here. Our opponent's still pretty much in top deck mode. Yeah, they don't have anything here. Cool. See? So we effectively just get to pick right back up where we left off. Easy. Alright, that Nib is very much going to be discard fodder for this opening, I think, here. This is whenever it's special summoned, right? By anything? Yep, it sure is. Okay, now hang on. Do I want to special the Spirit of Yubel, though? Yeah, of course I do. So I have to do this first. Yep. I don't have another normal summon, right? I could normal summon, I guess, whatever I add off, but why would I do that? Okay. This has nothing to add, the Beckoning Beast. That's fine. I don't think it really matters what order I do this in. I'm going to start by doing this. Hopefully it doesn't matter. We'll see. If I really wanted to play around the back row, I could have just led with Phantom to special blue to try to grab Carrot, but I'm trying to maximize my value here. And it's one face down. It hopefully shouldn't be that devastating. But, you know, it's, could very easily be. Alright, now we get to activate Spirit. Big welcome. That's gonna bounce their own dude. Yep. That's completely fine. Special lady. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. So still just kind of the one face down card. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no. Okay, so it is at the time of activation. Good. I was going to say, wait, they can't bounce my dude now, right? Alright. Ice Dragon's Prison. Okay, so that's like their last card, and then they get to set a card with Lady. Lady Lab. So they're gonna bring back my Beckoning Beast, Spanish it, and have I? Okay, yeah, I've definitely. Yeah, of course I have. I was like, have I actually even played Spright cards yet? It's like, yeah, of course you have. What are you talking about? Chain Disappearance. That is not bad in this metagame. It's not like great, but it's not awful. All right. Well, I can't make Phantom anymore, which actually sucks, but. I don't think I really need... Wait, I can, actually. What am I talking about? I can... Let's flip this. Oh, this is a dark monster. I was like, wait, why can't I pop that? Now, do I want to add a Gruesome Grave Squirmer? No, I would need a Fiend to be able to special that, so I think I have to add D-Lotus. Yeah, let's do it this way. Because I haven't normaled, right? Yep, I still have a starter. Alright, let's summon the Spirit. And we could even, like, link with it, too. Well, but not with, like, starter. We'd have to... Oh, we can add back a continuous spell? That's fine. Let's do that. Give me back my opening. I can link it with Cross-Sheet, but that kind of defeats the purpose, right? So I think we do have to just use Phantom, or make Phantom now. Let's do this, and let's keep the 2 in the yard. Alright, Cross-Sheet F. Bring back blue. Activate blue. Let's add... I'm just gonna get Carrot here, I think. I could just... No, I'll just get Jet. Fuck it. Because we can just summon Carrot off of starter anyway. We know this is Chain Disappearance, right? So we have to out the Lady Lab. 2900 defense. Yeah, we just make a Gigantic here, right? Of course. But is that enough to lethal? I don't think it is. Hang on, I could, like, Elf. I could Elf and then bring back Cross-Sheep and make a Gigantic under Elf. That's not bad. Let's do it that way. Because they control a monster, so I can bring back a Link too. Okay, they're just going to concede here. As I try to, like, find the most efficient way to lethal them. And we got our rank up. Woohoo! It's 150 gems there. And that's 3 games, so I think that's a pretty good stopping point for this video. So yeah, that actually turned out pretty well. We just did 3 games in a row, and that was good enough. All right, so... of course, I'm going to be doing much more testing than just this, you know, off-screen with the U-Ball Spright deck, but definitely let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching all these games, watching all the way to the end. It really does mean the world, so I really do appreciate it. But I also say that in my outro, which I think I'm just going to switch over to now. Hey everybody, Hexlex here. Just want to give you a huge thanks for watching all the way to the very end of the video. Believe it or not, that is actually one of the best ways that you can support the channel, is by watching the videos in their entirety. But there are many ways in which you can support the channel if you are so interested. The names that you're seeing on screen here, I gotta give an extra special thanks to, because these are people who have chosen to either become a member on YouTube, which if you're interested you can do as well via the join button next to the subscribe button down down there, or have signed up over on Patreon and become members there. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Without the support that is being offered by, again, all the people that you're seeing on screen right here, I would not be able to take the time to dedicate to uploading daily YouTube videos. So thank you so very much. But there are also other ways you can support as well. Again, link to the description below. If you like my deck tracker that you'll see in a lot of my videos, the Untapped Companion, you can download that for free, and if you use my affiliate link down there, then that also goes a long way towards supporting the channel. That's, again, free. So is subscribing here on YouTube. That's also free and a huge way to support. You can also check out Twitch, once again linked in the description below. Following and subscribing over there will not only support as well, but also give you notifications of when I go live if you want to catch some of the live streams. But really, no matter how you choose to support, it all adds up and it all definitely means the world. So thank you, each and every one of you. For now, this is Hexlex. I'm going to be signing out. But more than that, I'm hoping that you have a fantastic day.